Stop! Police!
Oh, shit.
We have a total of 600 in progress for most of each. Subject is 25 and appears to have shit his pants.
Get back here!
Hey, what's up? This is Community Service with Craig Conant. That's me.
All right. We have an advertisement. Guys, I got paid to do an ad. Everything I have is done bootleg style, and I love it. So anyways, these guys are awesome. I was on their podcast. It's called The Shit Show, and they have a lot of poop and fart stories, so I'm about that shit. And they had me on, and then they hit me up, hey, would you do an ad? And I was like, yeah, you know, and then like, we'll pay you this amount of money. I was like, all right. Anyways, you get 10% Lundgren.
Nice.
Lundgren. I called you Lund. I know it's Lund, but it's like, you know how it is. Anyways, here goes. I'm going to read. Damn it. The Shit Show ad read talking points. I'm probably not supposed to say that part. Anyways, these guys are dope. Check them out. In a world filled with divided opinions, hate, and negativity, two complete opposites come together for a brand new podcast called The Shit Show. Drake Peterson, a liberal gay musician of the band Erasure, I almost said irritation, Erasure, and Jimmy the Jew, a MAGA biker, come together. That is funny. I did meet both of them, and I was like, you're a biker. And you're a gay musician, you know what I mean? It's fucking dope, though. It's dope. It's nice because they're best buds and they love each other, and one's a Jewish biker MAGA motherfucker and one's a gay musician. Anyways, they come together for explicit debauchery filled with conversation format show. The Shit Show features a new guest, each with a new guest, including famous musicians, porn stars, actors, artists, politicians, social media stars, and celebrities. We know that the world is a mess, but why can't we all just get along? Some of the past guests include the Dirty Heads, the band Pepper. I used to listen to Pepper a lot when CDs were a thing. I had them. Anyways, comedians Craig Conant. What's up? It's me. Strider Wilson, celebs Miss America, Shanna Mokler, Chris Reed, Candace Kukau, porn stars Brad Newman, Lainey Gray, reality stars Project Runway, Netflix, Cheer, and Marrying Million. Am I reading stuff right? Miscellaneous. They've had sex therapists, doctors, lawyers, nutritionists, stunt writers. Find the Shit Show podcast with Drake and Jimmy Jew on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all major podcast streaming services. Or visit us on the web at shitshowpod.com. Shitshowpod. Anyways, check them out. They had me on. They're funny as fuck. Let's talk about poop. Two opposite spectrums. Anyways, that's my ad read. Thanks for the money, boys. Yeah. I got tour dates coming at you. Bloomington, Minnesota, July 9th to 12th. Coming at you. Coming in hot. And then at the House of Comedy at the Mall of Americas. And then Phoenix, Arizona at the House of Comedy in Phoenix, Arizona, July 23rd through 26th. I'm bringing my big dumb friend Michael Lanochi because he bullied me into it. And he got rid of Zane Helbergen. I'm sorry, Zane. Anyways, I love both of them. And Mike's needs some work right now. I'll say that. Bloomington, Minnesota, July 9th through 12th. Phoenix, Arizona, July 23rd through 26th. Thank you very much. I love you all. Peace and love, motherfuckers. We're there, man. We're fucking there, dude. Oops, I got you. Hit your knee, dude. Just checking your reflexes. Let me check my hair real quick. Oh, I got my hair cut yesterday.
Oh, really?
It was too long, man. I had to take 3 inches off. It gets tangled. Oh, hey, wait. Welcome to my podcast. Hey, community service podcast here with Trey Stewart, with Craig Conant, with me. You know what it is. This is Trey Stewart. This is my good buddy. He's funny as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
He finally became a man, and he got a little hair on his chin. When I met him, he had no facial hair. Yeah, two sprouts. Two sprouts. And now he has a thicker beard than me and you? What the fuck, man?
Hey, man, you know, it's you never that's one of the silver linings to this whole coronavirus for me.
You became a man?
I became a man, man. Sometimes it takes a pandemic.
Your body just loped up and it went
It's
like
time.
a fucking chia pet. Yeah, I thought about you yesterday. I was wiping my boot. No, I was shaving my face, and I was going back here, and then I was like, he's got me beat, because it was all spotty back here, but it's back there. You can't really tell, so
Yeah.
who cares?
No,
But I genuinely, I was pulling. You know how you pull your skin for it and shave.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that son of a bitch, he's got me. He's got me. Probably put Rogaine on his chin.
Oh man, no, it's all natural, baby.
That's
you
the
know?
shit, though.
It's all just stress.
I was telling y'all, I didn't get. Who is it? Is it your cell phone? It's me. I didn't get facial hair till like 26.
That's ridiculous.
I know it does suck because they're just like, dude, they're legitimately guys in high school. My buddy Hidalgo, he stomped on my face. I've talked about it a bunch. He's a good buddy. I deserved it. He had a fucking beard at 15, and the type you shave it in the morning, and by night he needed to shave again.
Oh man, at 5 o'clock at 15.
At 15,
That's-
16.
yeah.
And
Wow.
I was over there like, hi guys, how you doing?
Yeah, you were like me.
Yeah.
But that lasted until you were 20.
No facial hair, real facial hair. It was until 26.
Man, and then so when you found out, was it by accident when you grew the beard, or was it just kind of?
I think I just was shaving for years, and finally I saw enough little pepper spots
Yeah.
where I was like, oh shit, maybe I could do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a crazy life, the beard life, man. I'm new to it. You've been you're doing it. I don't know how long now.
And now if I shaved my face to the skin, I feel weird and like a child.
Would you do it for anything, like an audition or something?
I did it once because I was playing a prince at a party for $50 an hour. For $50 an hour.
Is there footage of that?
No, thank God. It was
Oh,
fucking over the hill, Glendale shit, rich motherfuckers, best food ever. Persians, baby. Oh my God. They tipped us on top of the incredibly hourly wage. I was doing improv at Second City because I was scared of stand-up. And my buddy Darren was like, yo, this gig sucks, but it's $50 an hour. You'll make $150 in 3 hours. And I was like, all right, I'll do it. They got these costumes, and then like, you need to be a prince, you need to shave your face. I shaved my face, dude. I was Aladdin. And
oh,
it was awful, dude. It was awful. These guys I'm great with kids.
Yeah.
When not in a costume. I am them. I guess where I go to the party.
when you're not working, you on
Yeah.
the clock.
You know I'm half Mexican. There's a gang of kids around. I always go, fuck the adults. Let's go throw balls at the kids. And I'm a child. And then there, I was just like, I had a ballroom dance with fucking Belle, or whatever. They have princesses and princes.
Oh, right.
And then I was like, I don't know how to ballroom dance. And she's like, just go like this and smile and wave. And I was like, okay. And then the lady hit me up. She's like, oh, they loved you. You want to do it again? I was like, no. And that was when I was broke.
Want to do it again? That's crazy.
I was like, no, thank you. And that was the last time I shaved my face down lower than this.
Mm.
And I just
And there's no pictures of nothing.
no,
You destroyed all of the evidence.
yeah, I burned my home down that evening. No, that shit was I was late to the iPhone party. I was about 5-6 years late. So everyone yelled at me.
I still don't have an iPhone.
Well, you have a smartphone though. I was
Yeah.
late to the smartphone. I
Oh, that's
waited
different.
like 6 years and
Oh, so what'd you have?
flip phone. Even my manager's like, you gotta read your emails. I'm sending you auditions. I would read my emails once a month, and it's just, dude, I'm slow to the shit, man.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe you had a flip phone for that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't do no apps. You couldn't do Angry Birds. You must have been like, what the fuck are these birds so angry about?
I don't know. I was more a trucks and skulls kind of guy. Do you know what that is?
No.
It's Angry Birds, but with trucks and skulls.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the same exact game.
But which came out first?
Angry Birds.
Okay, all right, because sometimes the thing that is more popular copies something else.
Yeah.
So it's good to see that Angry Birds was the original.
I remember using a Thomas Guide map to navigate the city.
Oh
going,
my
going
God.
to like raves in downtown Los
What
Angeles.
is this guy talking about?
And my friend had an iPhone and had GPS. She's like, "Put that away. We have this now." I was like, "No, I don't trust it. I don't trust."
Oh, it was because you didn't trust it?
I didn't. I was like, I don't know about that. I know this map. I know.
Yeah, you.
I'm fucking old school, dude.
I don't know about that. That's so funny. You were like, how old? You were pretty young. But you're acting like a 70-year-old
I
man.
make fun of my dad, but I'm stubborn like that motherfucker to
What
the
is
core.
this new technology?
What is that? What is that convenient technology?
Yeah.
Tells you every move via the second.
Yeah, man. I'm surprised you even liked phone. You should be using a telegraph.
I know.
Talking like that.
I do. You see me type.
All these kids in there.
I type like Homer Simpson and the little bird. I'm like, doot, doot. Everybody makes fun of me because I
Yeah.
text like Joe Maurice. You know who he is. He's special.
He is a special guy. I love that guy.
He's the man. What's up, bro? Carry my podcast for me. I'm still sleeping. My cat keeps me up all night.
Your cat? Where are you? How many cats you got?
I just have one. He's
Yeah.
outside. I need to get two. He's got to have a playmate because he's
Right.
just
That's probably why he's keeping you up, man.
fucking,
Yeah.
this fucking guy. He knocked on my door at 12:30. Normally, I don't sleep in that late, and I was just straight in bed like, oh, no.
Oh, you're really just waking up then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had coffee and an yerba mate.
Oh, yeah, that looks good.
These are the shit, bro.
Man, so you gotta get. Are you gonna get another cat?
Probably not, but maybe. Fuck. Just to keep them a companion, they have each other.
So I live with 3 cats,
Nice.
and they're all my roommates. But
Nice.
I borrow them. I use them from time to time.
Okay. They're the best, right?
Yeah.
I was never a cat person until I got a fucking cat, dude.
Yeah, man.
They're the shit, man.
Yeah. What's your cat's name?
Mr. Cat. I'm a simple man.
Mr. Cat.
Yeah, his name was Charmer when he was given to me, but then I was like, man, nah, that's too hard to remember.
Oh, that's so funny, Mr.
That's
Cat.
too many words.
Yeah. It's solid. Gets right to the point, Mr. Cat. And is it Mr. Cat? Is it a male cat? Am I allowed to
Yeah.
ask the
Yeah.
gender? I don't want to assume.
Get out. J.R. Tolkien. Rawlings?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Rowling?
J.K. Rowling's.
I always mix up Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter's.
I could see that. Although that would be a good crossover.
Yeah.
That'd be really cool. But yeah,
Dude, she's under fire. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to
Yeah.
be under fire.
Yeah. Well, she's under fire for because she doesn't like
No, but
gay people or something.
No, that's what I didn't understand. There was an article that said people who menstruate. And she said, I love my trans people and
Oh, yeah,
LGBT community, but let's call a woman, something of that nature.
Right,
And then
okay.
and then everyone pounced, and I was like, that doesn't sound
It doesn't.
hateful.
She didn't
That
say.
didn't sound, she said, I have mad love, but like, I'm a woman, and we fought for women's right to women vote, et
Huh.
cetera, et cetera. I want to be called a woman. Let's not take that away from women. But
Yeah.
at no point saying, I could be wrong, there could be more to it, but when I went on a Twitter dive, that's what I said. I was like, well, that doesn't sound like hate speech at all.
No, it doesn't. There's nothing hateful. I think the hateful part is coming from the fact that she's using science. People hate that. They're like,
Yeah.
you can't, because it's all about what it's perceived now. Like, she's not saying anything that, people can scientifically disagree with, but it's culturally wrong.
I just know that my mom was a woman, and I'm going to call her a woman. Okay, guys?
Well, does she have a period? Does she menstruate? Because that's, I
Not
guess,
no
the
more.
key. Well, then, according to the woke left, your mother's not a woman. This is according to AOC.
This shit, I can't. Dude,
I know, and I love AOC, but
I
yeah,
was late to get
yeah.
an iPhone. You think I'm going to keep up with this shit?
It is crazy.
I'm over here with my Thomas guide. Going, a woman?
You're trying to type it into your Thomas guide. What is a trans woman? It's fucking. You got to plug it up, man. You got to charge your
Can't
Thomas
even
guide.
keep up, man.
It's crazy. People got mad at that. People get mad at anything these days. But that seems like a pretty.
Because I was late and I was just like, I was trying to search for something hateful. I was like, all right, what'd she say? What'd she say? Oh, shit. You know, it's fucking gossip. You're like, God damn. Because she made one of the Harry Potter characters gay, and everyone was like, yay. You know, and then the right was like burning her book. She's like, fine, I already got the money, dude. Burn away. I don't give a fuck. And so she was I believe she was a LGBTQ.
She supports them.
Leader,
she
not
does
leader,
support
but like, ally.
Yeah.
There you go. And and so that's why I was like, what the fuck? I think everybody needs to. There's Mr. Cat. Do you hear him?
Oh yeah.
I think everybody needs to just take a puff of that Chiba, and I'm over here 6 years, almost 7 years sober. They need to eat a little mushroom, smoke a little weed. You need to chill the fuck out.
Yeah.
Whether you got a wink, an innie or an outie, no one gives a shit. God still loves you.
Yeah.
Whip it out, chop it off, whatever, bro. It don't matter.
Go with the flow, man.
Go with the flow.
In the moment. Whatever you feel in them. I think that's the message people need to get behind. All this divisiveness.
I have to let my cat in. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Yeah, let Mr. Cat in here.
Yeah, I think everybody just loves to fight.
They do, man. It's crazy.
Oh, now you run off, dude? All right. I'm not getting up again.
Oh no.
This guy plays games. This is what he does.
Classic Mr. Cat.
Mr. Cat. This is what he does to me in the middle of the night, dude.
Yeah.
He'll fucking wake me up. I'll go to the door and let him out because he'll slap the knob.
Yeah.
That sounds nasty. He'll fucking whack the doorknob with his little paw, and then he'll if I don't get up, he'll start pawing my head and purring and licking me and shit. It's so cute. I love it. But then I'm in the dead of sleep, and then I'll go open the door, and then he sits at the doorway and just looks outside. I'm like, motherfucker. Oh my God. Anyways, this shit's nuts, dude. Just fucking everybody chill out.
Yeah. It's. I think when you say something that like, hey, everybody, I think it is something to say that if you're a woman and you have a period, you belong to a special group that no one else can belong to unless they have a vagina and experience menstruation. And I just mean that puts you have a certain set of things that are particular to that life that someone that doesn't, like if I'm a trans woman, I might identify as a woman, but do I have the same right when it comes to abortion as an actual biological woman? I don't know. I say as a man, I don't have that. We don't have a say in that. It's strictly a biological woman thing. And
oh man, you're scaring me, dude.
Why?
I'm just kidding, because this is like real shit. Well, no, it's true. First of all, it always drove me nuts that guys like have say in what a woman can do with their body.
It just doesn't make any sense.
We don't birth the Nino. So why don't we leave that up to the woman?
It makes too much sense to do that.
What's fucking Johnny Peckerhead from Nebraska, senator, has to do with fucking this lady's right to give birth or not to give birth?
It's crazy.
It's insanity. Everybody should be able to do whatever the fuck they want unless it's inflicting harm upon others. You know?
And you would think that's it's crazy that the Republicans, the alt-right religious people, want to ban it, but yet it kind of falls in line with their ideology. What I mean is they want to remove government. Government is too big. But now when it comes to women's bodies,
now you want to govern?
What are you talking about?
But then when the government wants to take away that, fully automatic machine gun, no. How are we going to kill the babies that we are going to make live? Forced upon her.
Yeah, we're gonna force her to have the baby so they can die by the police. Like,
that was a dark episode. Oh man, I was trying to keep it light, but I've just been going down YouTube rabbit holes and fucking Wikipedias of who the U.S. has invaded and dropped bombs on.
Oh,
and
man.
Had what dictators we back, and it's all of them. It's all of them,
It's
guys.
everybody.
It's the list. It's not all of them, but the list is so long, and I'm like, It's insane.
It's alarming.
Insane. That's what also kept me up late because I listened to a lot of Killer Mike.
Oh yeah,
But I listened to Killer Mike before the revolution. For the record, he's the shit in high school, man.
Yes,
Whole world, baby. Anyways, this is a song Ronald Reagan. I posted on my Insta story. Oh my God, have you heard that goddamn song? It's fucking fire.
Yeah.
He talks about Gaddafi, and then I started looking up Gaddafi, and like 3 or 4 presidents bombed Gaddafi. Finally, in 2011, he was taken out under the Obama administration, and now it's a war-torn nation. There's no real government, and they have modern-day slavery there. And I'm like, why did we take out their leader if he was a tyrant? You know what I mean?
Anyways. He just wasn't because he wasn't.
He wasn't our puppet.
He wasn't a puppet. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Killer Mike has always been.
Oh, he's so fucking the shit, man.
Spitting that knowledge too. I mean, he's one of the few. It's crazy that he's that close with T.I. In the sense that sometimes I'll hear Killer Mike speak and I'm like, that's an interesting perspective, and then sometimes I'll hear T.I. speak and I'm just like,
yeah,
shut up. Like, what are you talking? He's like, we get it, T.I. You got a lot of money and a lot of influence.
Smooth.
You're smooth.
You got swagger.
You know the word.
Yeah.
Expeditiously.
Yeah.
He keeps throwing it out there. We get it, man. You got a dictionary. Sit down and let actual educated people.
We all
speak.
know you rapped on Justin Timberlake's song.
We got it, bro.
You got no street cred. We're Team Killer Mike over here. No,
bro, I just saw you in that. He was in a fucking Jamie Foxx movie I was watching on Netflix the other day. He was playing a cop, you know? It was some crazy Jamie Foxx movie that came out. Man, I wish I could remember the title of it because it was like a bad movie, but in a great way. And he played Jamie
Google
Foxx.
it, please.
Jamie Foxx played this
help us
undercover.
Yeah, no, Killer Mike is the shit, bro.
Oh, he's always been.
I love him. Dude, grow your own food, arm up.
Yeah, he's been saying that, man.
He's been saying that for 20 years.
Yeah,
I text Punky that song. She on the way to JFL, and she goes, "You got any songs I should listen to? Any dope shit?" And I texted Ronald. I'm not Ronald Reagan. It's just called Reagan by Killer Mike. I have no idea if she listened to it.
Hopefully, I mean, I'm sure Punky's a real nigga, so
yeah,
I'm sure.
Sleepless.
Sleepless. Yeah. That's. Have you seen that movie, Sleepless?
No.
You should watch it. Yeah, if you like good.
Dude, so Punky, I went to the first protest at Pan Pacific Park that went to Fairfax and got a little hairy.
Mm-hmm. Oh man.
And then there was people on top of the baseball backstop, the big fence like this, you know, standing on top. And I love climbing high heights, and I used to do that drunk. I even put it on my Insta story like, oh shit, I used to climb up there when I was drunk. Now I'm about to do it, you know, be a part of the revolution.
Full circle.
And then I didn't do it because I bitched out, and I was like, nah, you know. And then I go fucking look up Punky's story, and she was up there. I would have accidentally bumped into Punky on top of a fucking backstop at a Black Lives Matter protest. Yeah. And I was like, oh, I should have done it. Always go with your gut.
Yeah, always. And if nothing else, it was for a righteous cause. Yeah. So you could.
I know. I also, this is how I know I'm getting old and pussying out. Well, maybe not, because later was insane. But I was like, that's a lot of people up there. I don't know if the chain link fence could take that. I don't want to fall through. I don't have health insurance. What if I get stitches?
Yeah.
You need stitches.
You're at that age now where
it's like,
I'm at that age too.
I like these ankles.
Yeah, you start looking at the structure of everything and just kind of like, you know, I don't really have health care right now.
Yeah.
You know, at least not the best. But
I don't have shit. I got to sign up for Medi-Cal or Medicaid or whatever the fuck it's called.
Well, you know, thank God that we got, you know, the most, the most central guy we could have when it comes to presidents.
Yeah.
Joe Biden. Yeah. I mean, listen, we're not going to get healthcare anytime soon. You know what I mean? He's not the most progressive guy. And it's a shame that they put Biden in this position because, you know, a lot of people are going to, they know now more than ever that, listen, man, every other country provides healthcare. And it helped them during this time specifically with coronavirus. In America, we had so many unnecessary hurdles to go through that everybody else, like, you know, Canada, Europe, they all just had at least that, and they had a higher ground to work off of.
I don't even understand the argument. Like, every single developed nation has universal health care.
Yeah.
We are behind. We're number one. Really? Why are we like 38th in healthcare or whatever the fucking list is?
It's
We're so
corruption.
big and powerful and rich and all that shit. It's insane. We're the wealthiest nation, probably because of we tax people for healthcare.
And that's why they don't want to get rid of it. You feel
Yeah.
yeah, because it's making too much money. Why would they want? Why would they want to live in a world where they're regulated in any way?
It's fucking pharmaceutical mafia, bro. This
Bro.
shit is gangsters.
Did you see that story about Bernie Sanders taking people over to Canada from Detroit to Canada to get insulin, to buy it at a cheaper price? Insulin is ridiculous. That's one of the things that's over in America. They just jack up the prices over here so much. People can't afford basic shit.
Yeah.
So to bring awareness to it, Bernie took a couple people.
I did not. I always
Yeah.
love Bernie, and there's even more fucking reason to love Bernie.
Well, listen, the guy never stood a shot because he was actually trying to help
He had
people.
a little spit right here.
Yeah, man, he had that old crust. He had that old white crust, and it's like, I like what you're saying, but wipe your mouth, nigga.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
yeah. Here's the napkin.
Somebody give him.
Get the corners right here.
He didn't have an aid or nothing. Come on, man.
He had a little everything bagel on the bottom lip right here.
Yeah, no, nobody could get past that.
It's just unfortunate that a real politician that has a perfect record and has been on the right side of history since the 60s, not in the last 8-10 years, since the 60s. Back then, oh man, we were just talking about why is the White House called the White House? I tweeted that shit
Because
it's white,
yeah, I think it's because it's white. Maybe it's also because it's
built
it's
on white supremacy,
and it's for white people. So it's kind of maybe it's like it's a double meaning thing. You know, it's for white people, built by. It's like FUBU but for white people.
Yeah.
You know, for white people by white people. That's what the White House is.
FWFW.
Yeah.
Paul Mooney put that seed in my head many moons ago when he did his special called Jesus is Black, So Is Cleopatra, Know Your History. And he is fucking funny. He's like, the White House. Why'd they call it the White House? And I was just like, oh yeah, why did they call it? You know what I mean? The Parliament, the Taj Mahal, you know, all these like
They're letting you know it's for what. Hey, if anybody was confused at who this house was for,
and then I Googled it and they're like, oh, it's because we painted it white. And I was like, that doesn't seem like a.
but okay, let's
Does
go
that
with
seem
that.
like a legitimate reason?
Let's go with that's the reason. Well, let me ask you this: why'd you paint it white? What's that for?
White is
It's
a nice
'cause-
color on a house.
Oh, well, now you're a racist. I see. I didn't know. So you're all
My walls are white. I don't
houses-
call it the White Room.
Exactly though.
Yeah.
You know, they called it the White House. They could have named it. They didn't have to name the building after the white color. They could have painted it white and then named it anything else. But I think they did that just to let people know. I mean, Paul really was great because
Oh, dude, he's the shit.
a lot of the time he was just saying real shit.
Yeah, he said they killed Princess Diane, and which who knows what really happened, but he just went into, you know, I actually believe that they could have easily killed her. It's so weird that she's the only one that died in the car, you know. Anyways, but he said
Yeah, well,
the
yeah.
Queen killed her. He goes, you know why? Because she was jealous because she was pretty, and that horse-faced rickety-crickety bitch was jealous. And I was fucking dying. He's like, have you seen that Queen? Oh, my God, I was dying. I have no idea. That's just Paul Mooney's take, but it's still very fishy. Very fishy that she's the only one that died, and they were
A lot
died
of
in a tunnel with nobody around.
and paparazzi were there.
And the paparazzi were there, but they didn't get any pictures.
Listen,
Fucking sounds weird to me.
it's a lot of. So look, I'm not a conspiracy guy, but you find out so many things have been doctored or you've been lied to about stuff that eventually I just go, well, now you know that what you just said sounds like reality. It doesn't sound far-fetched because I know enough real life instances where, damn, they straight up lied to me.
Oh my God, dude! It's conspiracy theorists or not. If you just research shit the government has been caught and found guilty of,
Shit they admitted
or
to.
just lied, like in that Reagan song "Killer Mike," back full circle. Reagan says, "We did not. I repeat, we did not trade arms for hostages with rebels in South America or whatever." And then in the end of the song, he goes, "It is brought to my attention that we did trade arms for hostage." It's just like, come on, people. They've been caught over and over and over, but heavens forbid, they'll never lie to me. They've been lying to us the whole time. The whole time.
Right, it's crazy.
It's crazy. If you just look up for shit they've actually been found guilty of. The U.S. government was found guilty in the assassination of Martin Luther King Jr. Mm-hmm. Nobody wants to talk about that. Everyone's like, protest peacefully. They shot him in the head.
Yeah. That's it. That's what happens when you protest peacefully.
You do it violently, you do it peacefully. You get a bullet to the head either way. So what the fuck? Shut the fuck up, you fucking white cucks.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, the government shit. So do you know, and so this might be a little too deep for most people, but you know chemtrails, right?
Yeah, of course.
Now a lot of people will go, chemtrails, that's a silly thing, right? Like obviously the government isn't spraying chemicals that's destroying you in the air. They're not doing that. That's
Hang
what
on
most
one
people
second.
think. Okay, go ahead.
Mic check. Hello, hello. We're back. Chemtrails. 1, 2, 3. Chemtrails. No, you're speaking my fucking language. Keep going.
Yeah.
Can we keep going? Yeah. Okay.
So it's chemtrails. So people think, oh no, the government's not gonna spray poison in the air to kill its citizens. They wouldn't do that. That's what most people think. Why would they do that? But then when you look at the real life cases and when they've admitted to poisoning not just us but like water supplies from Flint to, it goes back further than Flint.
Oh yeah,
Flint is just one case where government, like the officials, knew what was going on and they chose to do something else, and it led to, and this was under Obama. This was under, like, he was the president. So
I was just telling him I was pro Obama up until like 2-3 months ago. I love him, charismatic, smooth motherfucker. And then I was like, oh, he droned and dropped 1,000 bombs on Yemen.
You didn't know that? You didn't know that?
No, I'm late to the party. I was like, he's been doing dirty wars this whole goddamn time. He's just he's a smooth motherfucker.
He's too smooth.
And he was just saying, like, it's easy to hate a Trump and a Bush because they're dum-dums and they can't cover it up. And Obama's just like, you're just like, oh, he's charismatic. And you're like, oh my God, you just killed fucking people that live off $1 a day. I saw a meme. I know it's a meme, but it's also true. It was like a fucking $20 million aircraft drops a $80,000 bomb, paying a pilot X amount of dollars. I forgot what it was. Fueling cost $1,000 an hour to kill people that live off less $1 a day. And I was like, I know it's a meme, but I was like, I believe, it's true.
That's,
like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, it's true because it happened because he did bomb people.
Yeah,
and it wasn't just terrorists. It wasn't just it. If a you're right. If a Republican had done, let's imagine if McCain had won, and then went on to bomb other countries without approval of public opinion or nobody voted for
secret dirty wars.
So if McCain had done that, he would be. McCain is already considered a war criminal by a lot of people.
Yeah,
and he didn't start any. Libya, but I mean, obviously, the Iraq War and all that was bullshit. But Obama gets a pass because we were looking at what he was doing and saying rather than what he was actually doing it. Yeah. Like the surface. We were on the surface.
Yeah.
With Obama, and he was so good. We felt so good that nobody had to look deep. And then Trump was a blessing in disguise because now people are I've been this mad, and with Black Lives Matter, all this stuff, people are mad. I've been this mad. So it's nice to see people like join in on Obama was fucking around.
Yeah.
I've been on that for
I had
so
no
many
idea.
years.
I had no idea.
It's just hard to openly talk about it.
Yeah.
When, because if people still had a perception and they just don't want to hear facts.
Yeah, I know. That's why I saw Obama Day and I'm like, guys, he kind of murdered a lot of people.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should celebrate him anymore.
Speaking of Obama, I don't know if I can promote anything here. Is that allowed?
Of course. Yeah. You're running for Senate? We'll get you 8 votes.
Yeah, I'm running. Yes, vote for me. No, I got a documentary series I'm putting out. and I just released a clip of it today. It's called Obamagate, and
I can't tell if you're joking or if you're serious.
No, I'm serious.
Okay.
I'm serious. It's 100%. I put it out.
You are a comedian.
Yeah. And but it's funny, but it looks at a lot of it looks at a lot of Obama's mistakes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
And
it's fucking crazy, man.
yeah. It definitely, it's weird that a lot of people don't actually want to even investigate a little bit. Like, I think, and it's just a sign of how tribal everything has become. It's not about facts anymore.
No, it's not. It's just like you're on this tribe or that tribe. Oh, he did that. Oh, he raped. Oh, no, he didn't. Or, oh, he killed fucking poor brown people halfway across the world illegally. Oh, no, he didn't. It's like, nah, it's...
You can't pick and choose.
They both did, you know?
Yeah.
They're both bastards.
Yeah.
Wait, let's go back to chemtrails, though, because I remember hearing about that shit, and everybody was like, no, you're crazy, you're crazy, you're crazy. And I believe very, very recently, maybe in the last 6 months to a year, finally the Air Force admitted, like, oh, yeah, we've been spraying shit.
Yeah.
And then it's like...
Yeah, they admitted it. Oh, yeah, that's what I forgot to even get to that.
Yeah.
They admitted this.
They admitted it. And you're like, oh, wait. So all the people we dismissed and called quacks and psychopaths and schizophrenias and all that shit, they were right? You know?
So
It's
not only... So
insanity.
here's what's crazy
We'll
about...
get back to farts one day. Don't worry, community service. The climate of the world is just... We can't not talk about this shit. The facts are in your face, dude. I was a silly goose motherfucker, and now I'm like...
Yeah.
Fucking...
They talk about chemtrails.
It's fucking crazy, though.
It is crazy. Well,
they admitted it.
They admit it. So it's not conspiracy anymore. So okay, here, I'll do you one better. Do you know about geoengineering?
Yes.
So
They're
they admitted
trying to
that.
play God and fuck with the weather.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
But the very thing they said was a conspiracy theory. They then turn around and they were like, actually, we may need to spray chemicals into the air to save the planet.
I don't.
Fuck you talking about?
I don't trust you.
All of a sudden, wait a minute.
Isn't that the same thing he did in Flint, Michigan?
It's like, what's that? Yeah, it's like, I'm not gonna fucking.
Dude, the
trust you
government
guys.
has. We talk shit about Nazis and all this shit. I mean, of course, you talk shit about Nazis, but like, Nazis tested out medicine and medical procedures on Jewish people.
Yeah.
And the United States have been caught testing medicine on Puerto Ricans. They
Everybody. Everybody.
They said they were giving the African American community vaccinations, and they were giving them syphilis.
They admitted this is all shit.
This is
that they were
admitted.
like,
This is caught, and they
They're
go,
like,
"Oops,
yeah.
Freedom of Information
because
Act
of
is
our
really
man.
fucking us."
If it wasn't for Ralph Nader, it's the reason we got the Freedom of Information Act. If it wasn't for that guy,
I didn't know that. See?
yeah, Ralph Nader, man.
The Freedom of Information Act is fucking our government because we have done Nazi shit. Mm-hmm. Come here, let me give you this little needle real quick. It'll heal you.
You know they were giving people.
Why do I have syphilis all of a sudden?
They were dosing people with LSD
Yeah.
randomly.
The Unabomber, one of the craziest, most famous criminals the United States has ever known, was created by the CIA.
He
Nobody
was
talks
created.
about that.
He was created.
MKUltra shit. They tortured him at, what was it, Yale or Harvard or whatever?
went to Harvard, I think.
Harvard.
Yeah.
Fancy fucking school.
Yeah.
They tortured him, and then he became a Unabomber.
Right. But they never talk about the part that they
Tortured him.
But he willingly signed up for it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just him. It was a lot of other kids. But they never talk about that part. They only go.
Also,
oh,
too,
he
when they
went
signed
crazy.
up, did they know they were like, by the way,
No,
we're
no,
gonna
obviously they
torture
didn't.
you. You're sure you want to do?
I don't think it was
there was
pretty
a
clear.
disclaimer.
No, they said sign up for free torture.
Free torture.
Step right up. Get your torture
You
over
might
here.
snap and become a Unabomber, but it's free. But it's free.
And it's for science.
It's for science. It's for God.
And then,
Now go kill innocent people. We created you.
but you wonder, did anybody read the Unabomber's manifesto? Like, if you
It's a
actually
lot of
read
words,
it,
bro. Count me out.
somebody should, maybe that might be my next documentary, because we should dive into, after I'm done with Obamagate, because he said a lot of shit that's like, he's just spitting truth, you know? Like, now, I don't think the answer is to
Kill innocent
randomly
people,
kill
yeah.
innocent people. But he's not wrong about the corruption. And then you think about the past that he got. Oh, and he knows what he's talking about because he worked with these people. They fucked him up.
Oh yeah. It's insanity. It's insanity if you look at the shit the government was actually caught and found guilty of and admitted to, and it's in the Freedom of Information Act. And then you tell this to people that are drinking their fucking mochachinos at Starbucks, and they're just like, nah. And you're like, nah, man, it's I'm
happening.
not nuts. This happened. This fucking happened. It's insanity.
And I think it speaks to how we're all fucked in a unique way, and how these rallies, hopefully, I think will slowly move from just Black Lives Matter to.
Oh, dude, you don't even know. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it
I
looks
told
like,
you.
yeah.
I think I was black in a past life.
Probably, man.
I tell everybody that. I was like, you can't have a Tupac shrine since you're 12 years old and not be black in a past life.
Something happened. Yeah,
Something happened to you.
you could have been one of Tupac's homies that got
Dude,
killed.
Oh, man, I wish. Kato. I was Kato.
Yeah, maybe, man. I mean,
Dude, that song, How Long Will the Morning? Oh, that shit's fire. Anyways, yeah, man. Black Lives Matter movement.
all Black Lives Matter. Did you hear about that?
I don't even know.
You didn't hear about that one?
Who did that one now?
All Black Lives. Did you hear about it?
Yeah. Well, I saw somebody do it. I don't know. I didn't follow up.
Oh my God. Do you know what it is?
No. I have no idea.
Oh, okay, so
See,
get ready for.
He's smart, man. He's smart.
I mean,
We got Obama Jr. over here.
She got no time.
He'll pull out a drone and bomb my kitty when I'm not looking.
Get Mr. Cat. Yeah,
Mr. Cat. He was poor.
he was poor.
Kill him.
Don't worry about it.
He lives on 40 cents a day. Murder his
No,
ass.
he's not a real person. He's not a real cat, but he's not one of the good ones.
He's real to me. Wait.
All Black Lives Matter. Man, I just got no time. So I'm on anything. I'm always on Twitter, and when something is trending, I'm like, "Ooh, what's this?"
Yeah.
And so all Black Lives Matter
You
started.
see, I got all the time. Is that what you're saying? No time?
I have all the time in the world.
Me too.
Because
But
I have
I
nothing
just
to
stare
do.
at that wall right there. Not even the TV.
Yeah, I have too
See
much
that
time.
white spot right there. I go, the White House.
But to be fair, that's a good spot. I can see it. But you might want to hop on Twitter
Okay.
from time to time.
I'm so late to every party. That whole Harry Potter shit, I was like 3-4 days late to that. I'm like, what's happening?
Yeah, I
All
didn't
Lives
really
Matter.
look into that. Yeah.
What's happening?
Well, All Lives Matter specifically caught my attention because I agree. We all agree.
All Black Lives Matter or All Lives Matter?
Sorry. I'm All Black Lives Matter. Yeah,
Gotcha.
All Black Lives Matter specifically caught my attention because it seems to be a miscommunication somewhere with somebody. Because All Black Lives Matter was started, I believe, by Black trans women or women, and their whole point was, hey, all Black trans women lives. What about these Black trans women that are getting killed? What about the trans community? And when I saw her say that, I'm just like, they're Black,
So
their lives matter. When George Floyd died, it's so crazy. When George Floyd died, no one was like, but what's his sexuality?
yeah.
He's Black. He was you're Black. End of story. Black Lives Matter. It's so stupid to add, all Black Lives
okay.
Matter. You get what they're trying to
yeah.
section off as, well, because they think they're being excluded. Their point is Black Lives Matter somehow excludes the LGBT Black community. But who said that? No one said that. They're responding to nothing.
Gotcha.
And then they're co-opting a movement, making it about themselves.
When, power and numbers unify. Why split anything up? Link up.
Well,
Link up.
the CIA and our government, they do that from time to time when a movement gets too much.
Oh,
then
yeah.
they start fractions of it. So who knows if this was started just from a miscommunication, like I said, or if it's to pull some fire away from
No,
it.
they've been disrupting movements since that. Dude, every single leader of the Black Panther Party was assassinated. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's not coincidence, guys. Like, oh, shit, they're arming up. They're policing their own people. They're becoming powerful. They're smart, intelligent, and, back in the day when the Black Panther Party, like, the Black people wouldn't call the cops. They called the Black Panther Party. to come police themselves because they were tired of being murdered by the fucking cops.
And that's what we need. We need that again today.
And then the government or whoever, all of a sudden, Huey Newton's dead. I always almost say Huey Lewis, and there's a big fucking difference.
There's a small difference between Huey Lewis and Huey. Not much, but if you blink, you'll miss it.
Fucking Huey Lewis in the news.
But you're right. They murdered everyone. They murdered. And so a lot of time I'll sit back and wonder, where are the great black leaders?
Dead.
Where are they? Yeah, they're all dead.
They're all dead.
They killed them all.
Yep.
And if you get too crazy, start making too much sense,
Yep.
you're gonna die. So which kind of makes me not hate Obama so much. Like, he couldn't have been. I see him more as just a natural progression of establishment politics. That was the next evolution. It evolved to a level no one had seen. Obama made everybody think this is the guy.
Yeah.
To change everything, and then he didn't.
Well, because I've said this a million times, dude. The powers don't shift every 4 years.
No,
There's dark elite forces of mass money and power that run the show. So whether it's Trump or Obama, back to Killer Mike, he's like Clinton. From Bush to Clinton and Obama, they all went after Gaddafi. Why is that? You know what I mean? It's because they don't hold the real tangible power.
Yeah.
There's people behind them that go, you're going to do this. And if you don't, we're going to fucking light you up. Like we light up everybody who doesn't listen to what we say. And so they fucking do it. Because nobody wants a bullet to the head.
It doesn't look fun.
Mm-mm.
I will say that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I just saw the 5 Bloods and that fucking poor Vietnamese man that got shot in the head. Oh. Have you seen 5 Bloods?
No, what's that?
Come on, man. Spike Lee, I told you I'm black in the past life, man. This guy over here.
The Bloods.
Come on, dude.
Oh, no, what's that? Spike Lee.
Spike Lee's latest movie, The 5 Bloods, on Netflix. It's really good. And it's
you know what? I don't know why I thought it was like a band, like the 5 Heartbeats or something. I thought it was like, it's not a music group.
It's just good. I mean, it's just about the Vietnam War and these soldiers.
Got it.
And then he brought light to shit I didn't know. Black people in America at the time of the Vietnam War made up of 11% of the nation, but yet the soldiers in Vietnam made up for like 35% of the population. It's like, isn't that funny? And then, same old song and dance.
Yeah.
They're always promised this, and that, and they go to war, fight for the country, and then come home and then get hit in the club by a fucking racist white dude. You're like, I just fought in a war for you, motherfucker.
And that's a specific issue where, to me, a lot of issues go beyond race. They're fucking any person that is a veteran. You come back to shit. It doesn't matter whether you're black or white. Like, I know a lot of white veterans that just you know what I mean? Like, the system, doesn't really help you. And to me, it's crazy how that gets caught up in a black or white issue. Same thing with police violence. You know how many white people are also murdered by the police? Well, let's just stop everybody. Let's just stop it all.
It happens at a higher rate to African Americans and people of color, but
yeah, right, yeah, but it
still happens to white people all fucking day long.
Right. That's what I mean. Is it's a system. That's a unique thing. It does happen because of racism. We're targeted more. Absolutely.
It happens to every single person that is not wearing khakis and a collared polo shirt.
Yeah, and that's a sign too of the cops and their corruption. Like, they hate if you're not. That's like,
if you're not them, they fucking hate you. If you don't yield to their power, if you're not
wearing khakis,
I told you, man. I fucking told you. Hold up your mochaccino, but I'm on your side.
For real.
I don't even remember when I talked about it, but I saw my cousin's head get split open by a cop, and she got charged with assault on the officer. I was like, did I talk about this? Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's a tiny girl, is drunken shit. Just drunken brawl that I kind of started and was involved. This is a long time ago. I'm sober now. It's in Redondo Beach. I was maybe 19. Me and my buddy JP, we were trying to fight some fools, and my cousin's man was fighting a fool, and then the cops got called. Just sloppy drunk fight. No one was really hurt. Nobody's landing any clean punches. We're all shit-faced, you know? Cops come up. Me and my homie run. We hide in the bushes. We were, underage, drunk. We didn't want to get arrested. And then they arrest my cousin's man and the other dude for fighting. And then my cousin walks up. She's a tiny girl, maybe 115, 120 pounds, whatever. She's full Latina, but she looks white as shit. She's like me, no one can tell I'm fucking Hispanic. And she's drunk and was like, no, like, that's my boyfriend. That guy started it. He punched him, blah, blah, And passionately drunken explaining it to the cop. He doesn't even listen. He sweeps her legs from underneath her. She just falls like a tree, lands on her fucking head, splits it, blood all over her face. And we're like, everyone was like, that wasn't necessary. This is big-ass dude cop, tiny girl, no weapon, just looks white as shit. She's just drunk. Clearly she's drunk. Her man's getting arrested. Who's not going to be vocally upset, yada, yada. Anyways.
That's crazy.
Whether you do that to her or not is fucked up. But then to charge her with assault, and everyone's like, she didn't fucking touch you,
She got
dude.
charged with assault?
She got charged with assault on an officer.
Bro, that's like an Onion article.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense.
No,
What,
and it happens.
that's literally. I think I read that.
I saw it with my own
what's
eyes. My
happening?
sister saw it.
What
Everybody
are you
saw it.
talking about?
Everyone fucking saw it, and that's just the way it is. And then it's exponentially worse for people of color.
And that's why people are destroying shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. That's the heart of it.
And it's been caught so many times. Back to just fucking going to Google shit where they like try to charge somebody with something, and then all of a sudden footage comes up, and they're like, "Oh, yeah, my bad. He didn't assault us." Like you were going to send him to prison.
Yeah.
And then video came out. Even that old dude that they pushed and he split his skull open, before the video came out, they said he tripped. They tripped after you shoved a 90-year-old man. That's not tripping.
Oh, man, tripped.
You fucking gangstered that fool and cracked his skull. That's what you did. Until the footage came out, it was him. He fell. He's an old man.
According to them, no one dies because of a nefarious cause. It's all, suicide. Black men will hang themselves from a tree, and they'll look at that and they'll go, why did this black man kill himself like this?
Yeah.
This poor mental health they'll try to change the subject to mental health. It's like, nah, nigga, he's fucking, somebody murdered him.
They killed him.
What are you but lynching used to be a thing that people enjoyed. It was like a movie.
Yeah.
Back in the day, white people would come bring their kids and watch. Like it was a Marvel movie for real. But now all of a sudden they act like it doesn't still happen. Obviously that doesn't just go away.
Did you hear him? Is that Mr. Cat again? You stuck out there, bro.
Nah.
Okay, you could get him. I ain't getting up again. Yeah, it's insane, man. It's fucking insane. And,
That's correct. Yeah, police. I mean, they're too violent, man. They're militarized.
absolutely.
And
No?
uh-oh.
All right, we ain't checking for Mr. Cat no more. He lost his privileges.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's just insane. It's just like, I want revolution. I just want to also go back to doing fart jokes, But
I do. I'd like.
we
to
all
get
do.
back.
We
Yeah.
can't. We can't. There's fucking helicopters over my place every single night.
Yeah, it's hard too. To kind of. I try to read and I try to tune out. I try to like.
It's
meditate.
impossible. The whole world's waking up. There's protests all over the world, and it's
Yeah,
because it's the
exciting.
same system.
Well, you know
The
what? too?
police are. It's the government. It's the oppressor versus the people. Whether it's all Black Lives Matter, all lives matter, Black Lives Matter, blah blah blah. It's fucking powerful people versus the people, and boiled down to it, tyranny.
Have you been to? You're right. Have you been to Europe?
Yeah, but I was like 19, 20 and on too many drugs. I don't remember.
Okay. Well, maybe you might not have picked up on this, but I went last year, And I spoke to as many people as I could about Brexit. You know,
Yeah.
Brexit, just they're not in the European Union anymore, and it was a politicized thing. Over here, the footage I got was it was racist. If you're against, if you want to leave and you're for Brexit, it's because you hate immigrants and all this stuff. And there's truth to that, obviously. But when I was over there, I met a lot of real people who felt that the people in power. Well, one, they didn't elect the people in power. Like you know how we elect our people. At least we can symbolically, at least we can cast a vote. They don't even get to vote. The people who decide the laws. That's what the European Union was. And so a lot of the legitimacy behind that was we want to vote for the people who have power over our lives. We want to be a country. We want to be our own thing. And also a lot of the resources were only going to like London and popular cities, leaving the rural places like left to dry. It's the flyover country over here.
Yeah.
You know, where like people, the white kind of people who were left out of Obamacare or feel left out, and the left over here didn't try to reach out to them at all. So they went to the racist, whatever rhetoric. That's what Brexit was about. But to what you said, it's mostly around the world. People are waking up to the fact that it doesn't have to be like this.
No, it doesn't.
The system we have.
That's the part that dude, life doesn't have to be this hard. It just doesn't. There could be universal healthcare. There could be universal farm programming, organic produce for everybody. Why the fuck we have to pay so much money for organic food? There's sun, soil, water all over this fucking planet. It's insanity.
Solar energy,
and then
all that shit.
Solar energy. There's solution to 90% of our problems. Just politics gets in the way, and it's like, why can't I have, why can't I do that? Why is that illegal? Why are holistic doctors being raided by the FBI for helping people with cancer? Why did Rainbow Acres get raided in Venice for selling unpasteurized milk? We used to do that up until the 50s,
What happened? Corporations, money, greed.
Yeah, it's corporate greed, power, and control. Why does Monsanto exist?
How do you
patent seeds? How do you patent God? How do you patent God?
Gotta love white people. Love white people.
Well, we're gonna genetically engineer this. We're gonna make it self-terminate, and we're gonna patent it, and we're gonna control the food supply. What kind of mentality?
So you guys know seeds, right? Yeah, that's ours now.
Yeah, the sun, right? We're gonna put a cloud in front of it. Unless you pay your little meter fee, you get no sun. See?
That's good, man. That's brilliant. That's where we're going. You're gonna have to pay for sunlight,
dude.
For sure. That's where we're going.
I don't want to talk about any of this shit, but it is in your face, and if you just open your eyes and wake up, it is money. And just elite power versus the working man. We're all normal. All we want is shelter, food, booty, organic produce.
Yeah, pussy.
As all, we're just, and then you can't even basic health care. If I crack my skull, can I get my skull fixed? Nah, you got to be rich. You know? Or you're gonna or you're gonna be in debt.
It's so fair, and they say that it costs too much.
Oh, dude, and then if you want universal health care, you're a fucking socialist, you're a communist, you're this, you're that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no, it's just like caring for human beings. It's not it's not that bad, guys.
It's not that bad too. Corporations might lose money. That's true.
Maybe we'll stop bailing out these billions of dollars to the corporations. Maybe we could go to the war a little less. A little bit less.
Just a little bit. That's all we're asking. Just a
Maybe
little bit.
Maybe we
less.
don't need to go to war in space, and we could just heal my skull a little bit.
Well, we definitely need to get ready for that. That's one thing. Trump is absolutely right. Space war is coming.
You scared me. I was like, what?
Space war is coming. Absolutely.
Hey, if space war is coming, I'm just gonna throw this out there. We're too late. If they're coming to invade us from space, we're too late.
No, we got to put our border up in space, man. We got to. We got to start. If not now, when? If not us, who? Somebody said that. It's Miley Cyrus, I think. said that.
She's woke.
She's woke, man. She is woke for sure. But
It's all nuts, dude.
yeah, space. It's that. So wait a minute. Let me ask you this. So you think there's not going to be a war in space?
Can we just, war is so 2019. Can we just get to peace already? War is so the last 10,000 years.
Well, yeah, when you put it that
If
way.
you look at history, we have been in a perpetual state of war.
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Since we just learned how to fucking make a rock knife, you know?
Right, and it's only gone in the direction that I think it's gonna go.
Space wars.
Yeah, it's so
let's get to the good stuff.
We're headed to space wars, and if you think, listen, well, first of all, you gotta recognize that space, in and of itself, doesn't exist. It's an illusion created by NASA. Okay.
I haven't dug
I'm
deep.
just playing. No,
I
that's
haven't
not
dug deep down that rabbit hole. Yeah,
So you know the moon, right? Well, you think you do,
I know it looks pretty from when I look up,
but really, it's a liberal propaganda. That's what the moon is. That's what space is.
nice.
No,
Yeah, great.
no.
Now you're gonna make me stay up all night again. He was right. The moon is fake.
Yeah, you think we went to the moon? No, listen.
There's some weird shit about the moon though, on the first lunar landing that I don't even want to talk about because I love space. I love all that shit. As you can see, I have the Milky Way above my fucking bed.
There it is. Yeah. So
Um,
I love space too, man. But you can't ignore it.
Have you
It's-
dug down those YouTube rabbit holes where they're like,
Which ones?
just the moon, the lunar landing was fake so we could bankrupt the USSR
Yeah.
and get them to spend too much money on going to space, and we just faked
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then they asked people like, "Hey, why don't we go to the moon now?" And they're like, "Oh, we lost the technology or whatever." And you're like, "How do you lose that?" I don't even know.
I mean, listen. There's a lot of stuff you just said that I'd love to unpack because
It's too much, man.
it's too much.
It's too much.
You got
All Black Lives Matter.
all of them. Okay. You hear that? You hear me?
That's some shit though. Like, even if somebody presented me facts that we didn't go to the moon, I'm on the tribal camp. Like, no, we did. Don't say that, because I love space. I like that shit.
I love space too, but listen, take your love of space out of it. Let's look at the time frame of the space race. One of my favorite things to look at, because it just doesn't look good for America not faking it. When you look at the timeline and how convenient, we were losing the space war, whatever it was, we were losing it. They were ahead of us in every way, and America, and also we needed the morale boost. There were riots going on. It's really similar to this one, what just happened with SpaceX launching during riots. Like, how you gonna fucking 60 years ago, or however long it was, they did the same exact thing, but that was them going to the moon at a time where they needed the win.
Yeah.
They needed the morale, and then we happened to listen to that. We didn't just make it to the moon first. It ended. It was America and no one else. How did we go from being behind Russia to we beat them, and then they just gave up going to the moon? What happened? Nobody went back. We didn't even go back. So we did it. It was like we just jerked off. We jerked off in front of the world. And it's like, why did we? Let's pretend now that we did go to the moon. Why did we never go? That was just all a big show. What was it even about?
I don't know, but Interstellar planted that seed in me.
Oh, it was Interstellar.
It was an Interstellar, and I was like, and then I started Googling. It's funny how Hollywood like makes me Google stuff.
They'll put it right there.
It's a good movie, dude. They're like,
Yeah.
And she's like, stop telling your kids that we went to the moon. It was fake to bankrupt the USSR. I was like, what? Interstellar? What did you just do to me?
But
You
that's-
mind fucked me.
That's what they do,
And then
man.
you go down some rabbit holes. You're like, oh, god damn it, maybe they did.
So I don't know how hip you are to this Hollywood business. You're in it. You're pretty successful, but a lot of the time they'll tell you right in your face.
Oh,
what's
yeah.
going on, like right to your face.
Yeah, I've seen too many documentaries. Hollywood's sick, man.
Oh my God.
There's some weird shit going on.
And my favorite too is the liberal Hollywood kind of execs that have the white guilt from these execs that all of a sudden they have now. I mean, I follow a couple of them on Twitter, and I know a few of them, and I'm sure you've seen them all tweet about in the past I haven't. One casting director was like, I haven't been. I'll admit it. I haven't been as active as I could pushing black people. If you're a black person of color or whatever, please reach out to me. Send me your audition tape, and I want to meet you, and send me your scripts. I'm open to it. And I'm just like, I sat in this motherfucker's office 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Looked in his face. Nothing. They came. You know what I mean? So, but it's because these people all are just about talk. They had every opportunity. If I sat with them, how many other people of color sat with them that he looked at their face and could have done anything with, but decided not to, and then went with whatever white program and they would do. It's like all of a sudden it's for show. So, and that's liberal white Hollywood to me. When I go on tour, I'm sure you run into some racist people. But before, when we were able to do stand up and travel,
Oh, I miss it.
those days were great, man. But I'd sometimes run into racist people, and I'd talk to them, and I like them better as people than some of my liberal Hollywood friends, because the racism that exists in Hollywood is just different. It's like the tone is different, but it still exists. So in like Florida or wherever, it's the tone is very much all lives
Well, that
matter.
was during this movement. I went down to Martin Luther King Jr. rabbit holes and just watching his speeches, and that's what he said. I'm sure you've read that speech. He's like, it's not. He's like, the KKK. I know where you stand, but the
Yeah.
greatest threat to equal rights is the liberal white person
Absolutely.
that
Yeah.
is silent, and you don't know. They
These
they
people.
want order, and it's like, no, order is what gets us killed. Like, just everything. At least if there's a line drawn in the sand, you know where you stand. Okay, well, I'm not gonna go over there. I'm gonna stay over here.
Exactly.
But with that, it's mucky water, and you don't know what's what. You don't know who your ally is, and just because you want things to go back to normal,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
It doesn't make any sense. But what gets me is the people here who claim they're not racist, but then promote like the same white supremacist establishment. They do nothing to change it. But that tweet to me really spoke. And then a lot of Hollywood came out. But really just, it's crazy to see the double standard of these people. We're like, man, get out of here, man. Like, you're a perfect example of racism. I'm sure you've seen it on the lineups. You'll see a lineup maybe at the Comedy Store or wherever.
We're getting heckled by the trash man. God damn. Yeah, just one black person or zero
two, if
black
you're lucky.
person.
Yeah, if you're lucky, maybe two black people.
Unless it's at the comedy union.
Then it's all. Then it's just the same.
I've
black
never
person.
performed there.
Me neither, man. I've tried. I wasn't black enough. They said I tried. They wouldn't even let me in the building. They said, "Nah, you good." But maybe not with a beard. I didn't have a beard though. I think it was just they saw the no hair on my face, and they were like, "Not yet."
Dang, man, I'm sorry. I gotta take a shit, dude. I don't
Go
want to
ahead.
end it. 'Cause
I
I
used
want to
to-
keep going. As I was trying, I gotta go. I'll be right back. We'll take an air conditioner break.
Okay.
I was like, you could keep that in. You guys are probably spitting knowledge. I was pooping. Sorry, man. It's just I took psyllium husk last night and then drank a coffee and a yerba mate. When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Yeah.
It's nice and cool in here now, though. Yeah, we could keep that in for the people. I keep saying this, but it's like I didn't want to talk about all this stuff. It's just it has to be done right now. I can't go back to silly Billy. What you doing over there, man?
It was caught up. I got it.
It's like I never wanted to fucking. Have you heard my act? You heard one goddamn political joke in there?
Yeah.
It's just it's like the Great Awakening right now. You can't help.
I'm loving it, man, because my act was mostly politics.
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
you always were into that shit. I was like, my cousin's pussy, right, guys? Oh my god, that was so
Which
funny.
is necessary.
I'll never forget the Belly Room show where you were hosting and I wrote down my bits I was working on. It was a tough crowd, so I was just writing down new weird shit, new ideas. And you looked at my notes and you looked at me with judgment, and I just went like, I got what I got, man. And we laughed. You remember that shit?
But because there was no judgment. That's what's it's fun. There was no judgment on my part.
Because I wrote like cousins, pussy, fucking
it was just
kid boners, like all it, like my set list.
it's a
if you
funny
looked at
list. It was a funny list to read.
You're
That's
just
what I
like-
was looking at. I was like, this is hilarious.
You're like, what are
Yeah.
you going to talk about?
Yeah, just this piece of paper.
And I just looked at him. I saw him, and I was like, I got what I got, man. I don't know how to make no Obamagate jokes. What the fuck, dude? I'm gonna talk about fucking trees, my cousin's bush, and
but it's great. But see, there's all types of, I love everything. And, I mean, I'll talk about fucking farts and pussy.
no, you won't.
I'll definitely talk about pussy.
Pussy.
I got a couple
I haven't
pussy
heard
jokes.
one good fart joke out of you yet.
I just haven't really put my mind to it. It's in me. It's in me. It's in there.
God damn it.
But I enjoy it.
Yeah.
When I hear one, everybody doesn't have to be. I can enjoy comedy. I'm one of those people where I might not even agree with what you're saying, but I can appreciate it. If
Yeah.
somebody's good at comedy, I can go. It took a lot of hard work to get there, so I can enjoy that.
Yeah.
But most people are like, if you're not doing comedy the way I'm doing comedy, then you're not really doing comedy.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, man, that's a you thing.
What were y'all talking about? I was trying to listen over my
Obamagate.
flushes. I had
I
to
just
do
showed
3,
him
4
the.
flushes.
Yeah, I could show you the what I showed him was just a clip of the documentary that I made. I told
Okay.
you about Obamagate.
I'll put it in the YouTube link.
Yeah,
We'll put it in there, baby.
Yeah, man.
You guys are talking about Trump on how he used to be a Democrat or something.
Yeah, and how like when he got elected, he could have
Oh yeah.
done a lot of things to be as popular as he wishes he was. Like
Yeah.
with the people he loves Hollywood. He hates it now because
He
it
could've-
hates him.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
He could have been great. There was a couple moments where if Trump had it came out, Charlottesville was one, where he fumbled it, but there was a moment where I was like, "This is it, man. This is it. If you come out and because it's a clear cut thing, I was like, there's a possibility Trump might come out and he's like, these people are animals. A girl died. This is America. He didn't do that,
Nah.
but you know what I mean. And then
It's unfortunate.
yeah, it's
I
crazy.
think he's just trying to ride the.
But see, that to me doesn't make it making sense because
It doesn't.
Don't you want to grow? Don't you want to actually be like a legend? Like if Trump was because here's the problem with Democrats is that they keep picking people like Biden and Hillary that give mouth surface to progressives and minorities, but they never give us any real legislation.
They never do it on paper.
And so Trump could easily outleft Biden. Trump could run circles around Biden because Biden voted for the war. Trump could come out and pass real legislation. He could come out and pass real police reform. Is another moment in time where Trump could. It doesn't look like he is, but he could do something constructive in a good way. He can get people, everyone. George Floyd was the first time that I've seen Sean Hannity and Fox News admit that the killing of a black man was awful. They admit it wasn't a.
Yeah, even Rush Limbaugh said it. I mean, if you get
Everybody.
Rush Limbaugh
Come
to
on,
say
bro.
it, that oxycontin fat fuck motherfucker,
yeah, Rush
racist
Limbaugh.
piece of
Yeah,
shit.
it's like George Floyd shouldn't have died. Yeah, it's like God damn.
Yeah, if he
all right.
said it.
Yeah, but so that's the ground that Obama never really got. To be fair, Obama never really. I think he had a couple opportunities to do the right thing, but if he had done it, people were already so mad at his skin color that they would have probably shot him. But Trump is in this weird position where he's got the right, he's got the alt-right, he's got the Christians. But if he was to, the thing that people need, we don't need mouth service. If you actually change this system, you will get credit for that. And to Trump's credit, he's done a little bit with not police reform, but jail and prison reform. He's done a little bit.
I still kind of am because he's a hard man to like, but I was anti him just because of his face and his dumb tweets
Oh, he's
and speeches.
he's an awful person.
But then I
Awful
started
person.
going, doing a little research, and it's like he's arrested a gang of pedophiles. He's deported less people than under the Obama administration.
Come on. Nobody likes facts.
Nobody likes
Nobody
facts.
likes
You
facts.
Google that
That's like-
shit. He's
This
deported
is just what
less
happened.
people. He's arrested a lot of. He's made a war against human trafficking.
Isn't that weird? Yeah.
Isn't that weird? And he's done some shit in prisons.
He has, yeah.
Up until the pandemic, his stats were good, and I didn't know any of this stuff.
He also
And-
provided money for black colleges in a way that hadn't been done before.
Yeah.
Sustaining money.
yeah.
So these are just real things that he did, and I hate when people are so, because facts have been removed. They've left the chat room. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because now everybody's. That's not my. I hate them.
And believe me, I would never have thought I would say any of the things I just said until I actually Googled some shit, because you're like, oh, fuck. And it was down some YouTube rabbit holes where a lot of black people were defending him, because, you know, and then they said all this shit, and I was like, wait a minute. And then I Googled it, and I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
He did do that. I know he's a hard man to like.
Well, you don't even need to like him. That's the thing, is we need to remove like out of the equation.
Yeah.
We need to just admit what is reality and see that we liked Obama. I loved Obama.
I loved him.
But Trump did more legislatively for blacks than Obama. That's just a fact. I hate Trump.
Yeah.
It pains me to say that, but not really, because I don't mind the truth. I can separate
Yeah.
the guy from, well, he reformed
I agree with
prisons.
everything you said. I loved Obama, and I hated Trump. Mm-hmm. Still kind of do.
Yeah.
But on paper, you're like, oh, wait, he did some dope shit. Yeah,
It's
he's
tough,
a
man.
dumb
It's tough, but-
with his tweets and whatnot.
Oh,
where
he's an idiot. He's talking
it's
about
like, take his Twitter away. Who is his PR team?
well, the real. I think it's at his core. Even if he remove his phone, he can still speak. So at the core,
Yeah.
he's just a retarded person. You know, like he's just like not. And so
Thanks for saying it for me. All right, yeah.
like he's not. No, for
Yeah.
real. It's
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. But personality aside, you know, it's some real shit. And you would have thought, and it pains me too, because I'm like, man, Obama, where was the legislation for prison? Where was the prison reform? Where was the police?
He got paid off.
Instead of, and here's the sad part: after Trayvon and after the other guy that choked, the very first
Eric Gardner. Dude, I mean, I already said her name, but Sandra Bland is the one that affects me the most. That lady was on the way to start a new life, find a new home, got a new job, and they said she killed herself? Get the fuck out of here. They murdered her. They murdered her and covered it up.
Suicide.
They need suicide on the way to buying a new home?
Yeah. They throw that suicide. But they look, come on. If they don't recognize a lynching,
Because she wouldn't put her cigarette out?
Come on.
Because she wouldn't stop smoking?
And that, but this
You
was under
maniac motherfucker.
this was under a black president.
I
Just
know.
What does that say about the system that we're actually fighting? Everybody thinks that the answer is to get Trump out of office. You go fuck yourself if you think that's the answer. This doesn't end. It doesn't start with Trump, and it won't end with him.
Yeah, it's just structural power. It's insane. Anyways, let's try to. Hang on. I was gonna say let's try to talk about something happy.
Yeah.
You got anything? I gotta stop watching YouTube, man. No, I don't.
No, don't, man. Now's the time, man.
I know. I've been doubling down. It's
We at lean into it, you know.
it is what it is, dude. We need a revolution on every goddamn facet possible.
Yeah.
Every fucking thing. War, politics, food, racism, all of it. All of it. It's beyond corrupt.
Yeah.
Follow Ice Cube and Ben and Jerry. That's all you need to do.
Follow Ice Cube and Ben
They're
and Jerry's.
leaning in, baby.
Ice
Oh
Cube
my
and
God.
Ben.
Follow the
Who would ever
corporate-
thought
I know, right?
that Ice Cube and Ben and Jerry's are on the front line? Ice Cube kind of
my
makes
God.
sense,
Ice Cube does make sense.
but Ben and Jerry's, come on, man,
Insane.
on the front lines out
To
here.
these vaccines, Johnson & Johnson, I just retweeted it. Johnson & Johnson said they're working on a vaccine, And it wasn't until 2 weeks ago I saw a commercial. I had no fucking idea. I had no idea. Johnson & Johnson has been found guilty. You know those lawyer commercials? If you've had ovarian cancer after using Johnson & Johnson's baby powder, you're entitled to a settlement for this class action lawsuit we've won for $3 billion fucking dollars because I know I keep saying it. Wake up, people. Baby powder gave women ovarian cancer. It's for the baby. What? And now you want to make a fucking vaccine? You can suck my butthole after dirty diarrhea. That's my new catchphrase. You can suck my butthole right now. I use fucking wet wipes though. Hey, you gonna try to give me a vaccine?
That's a bumper sticker, man,
after
for
you
sure.
just made cancerous baby powder? Wake up, motherfuckers!
If you couldn't get it right with baby powder, what makes you think you gotta get with something like a vaccine that's supposed to cure a disease? Baby powder had nothing to do with cancer, had nothing to do with disease. It was supposed to help.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's like, come on, if you fuck that up.
If you fucked up baby powder, you're
not
going to
gonna
want to
inject
come in me intravenously? Oh, my God. You're going to meet me in my snub nose, baby. Ooh-wee.
This shit is
Shit is
insane.
nuts. I went, oh, my God. If you look up the Spanish flu, it didn't even start in Spanish. In Spain.
It's Spanish. It was starting in French.
It started at a military base in the States, but they won't tell you that. And it was a bacteria that swept across the nation, not a flu. Google that shit. The Spanish flu that killed millions of people started off from here, but you know, PR teams and whatnot.
Well, what are you gonna? But you can't believe. But so who do you
can't believe facts and evidence
Yeah.
and forensic shit that
they're not gonna. They wouldn't. That doesn't fit the narrative. Is another example of why would they really tell you all of the facts? You know, is they give you a small glimpse of what it is, but don't tell you the rest of the information because it ruins what they want you to think.
Yeah.
And it is some truth to that when Republicans have that criticism with, liberals where it's a think, what was it called? Like one mind, a group mind sort of thing where they don't allow you to think. And I will speak on that personally. I saw that my little sister goes to college out here, Accidental. It's shut down now. But when she was out here, I would visit her. And I would just be around there, and the environment was, it's not that it was bad. It was just, you could tell that they were so coddled intellectually. Everyone agreed with each other. I thought the point of college was
Dude, I thought safe spaces were fake.
It's real.
That's just real.
It's real.
You got a little butchy ass, pussy ass. I combine bitch with pussy. Butchy ass.
Got a little butchy ass.
I was trying to say bitch ass, pussy ass, and I
Butchy.
said butchy ass.
But that's it.
Nothing
You got
against
a
my
butchy.
butch lesbians. I love you all.
No, yeah.
Pussy ass, bitch ass, safe space. Get the fuck. Remember Berkeley? Remember how radical that shit was?
How it was, yeah. Not
Now it's
anymore.
like you got a little safe space. You can't say diarrhea. All
Yeah.
poop is equal. It's hard turds, soft turds. All the poop is
All
equal.
poop is
all
equal.
All poop matters.
All poop matters,
Get
man.
the fuck out of
Yeah,
here.
of course all poop matters. That's not what we're talking about right now.
I gotta find that article about the Spanish flu, because otherwise I'm gonna sound like a dum-dum. Dude, if you do some research into that,
I mean, I believe it, man.
it
I mean, why would
started
they-
in Fort in fucking Texas or something.
Spanish flu does have a better ring to it.
It does.
Like Texas
It does.
flu. That wouldn't really.
Did a military experimental vaccine in 19 kill 50 to 100 million people, blamed as the Spanish flu?
Mm.
Yeah.
And what source is this? Where can I look it up?
Yeah. I'll text you
just
right
send
now.
it to me. Yeah, this is.
You can read this shit for yourself. It's nutty, and it's also to. You know what I don't get is, I think we can agree that corporate rule and dominance over this planet, and the corporations own the media, and the corporations own the prison systems. They own the politicians.
Yeah.
They own. I already said media, but I keep it's. And then you find some shit that goes against the status quo narrative, and it's done by not a mainstream media,
Right.
and people are like, well, it's not done by CNN. Yeah, no shit, motherfucker.
that means
No
it's
shit. That means it's probably true.
Right, yeah.
Wake up.
CNN. Well, it's not. Well, but Don Lemon didn't say
Yeah,
that.
Don Lemon.
I love Don Lemon,
Who-
but God
I love
damn.
Don Lemon, but who pays Don Lemon? You know?
George Soros. Wake up.
Wake up.
I don't know if George Soros.
I
really
don't know
did.
either.
I'm sure if he went high enough the food chain, that is a true statement, but I
It's
can't
just-
say that for sure right now.
There's corporate dominance that owns every establishment.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I hate even saying this because I just sound like a dum-dum, but follow the money. If you do follow the
But
money.
that doesn't sound dumb at all. That's
No, I
what
know,
you
but it
gotta-
sounds like a safe blanket statement. But if you actually do, it's just corporate dominance,
Mhm.
and they own everything. And back in the day, the media was the only thing that could keep politicians and police and shit honest, because they could be like, oh shit, this sheriff is locking up fucking women and sending them to the loony bin, and then all of a sudden, bam. Thank you, Angelina Jolie movie that brought that to my attention.
Movies, man.
The movies, I'm telling you,
They
they
tell you.
woke me up. I'm
Do you-
like, and then I Google it, and you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
they were
Google.
locking up women and sending them to the insane asylum.
Mhm.
Insanity.
Yeah. So the media thing is a good point. We have about, I don't know, maybe 5 corporations now that control everything, all of the media. But there was a time where we had over 50,
Yeah.
and that was in the 90s. And you know who changed that?
Mm-mm.
Bill Clinton.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton made it so that corporation. At first, it was a law. Corporations can't get could be. So as big as Disney is now, Disney owns more than 50%
Yeah.
of media outlets. But before Bill Clinton passed this law, that was illegal, and we had way more independent sources, and people were open to not just CNN. But now that, you know, that's one thing that no one talks about that Bill did. That, I mean, he did a lot of bad shit, but to me, that really changed the landscape and pushed us in the wrong direction.
Reagan did some shit like that with radio too, I remember.
It's the same shit because
Same
it's the
shit.
same. Come on, man. And that Democrat, Republican, people are stupid. You're stupid if you think your team is right. If you think you got a team and you think that they're right, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Because it's all bullshit.
It's all,
We're all getting fucked by the
well,
same
yeah.
people.
if you boil it down, we're all getting fucked.
Yeah, man. Fuck that all poop matters bullshit.
That's right. Speaking of poop,
All black poop matters.
this is some dope shit. I probably am gonna lose half my fan base, but this is some dope shit. Like, we miss old Craig where he just growled and stared at the wall. I was like,
I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry to.
no, it's not you. It's the fucking time. Also, I'm so glad I have you on at this time because you are very informative with facts. You know, I
mean, I got nothing but time right now, especially. You know, you lock me away, you make me stay home. I'm fucking on Twitter, all of it, looking it up. I'm watching everybody. I watch Don Lemon, Tucker Carlson.
I want to talk more about this vaccines because that shit is being pushed upon us in a major way. Back to my buddy Adam Mockett, who's paralyzed on his left side because of a vaccine.
What?
Yeah, he's my good buddy, okay. Obviously, I'm not a fucking scientist nor a doctor, but the thing that just logically speaking, okay, if 99% of people heal from the coronavirus, right?
Mm-hmm.
99%, why do we need a vaccine?
I don't think you do.
I don't think you do. Just
Yeah.
I know the 1%. You could vaccinate them. I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Just kidding. That sounds so.
No,
but
but for sure, like-
logically speaking, if 99% of people heal, you know, and we're going towards herd immunity, then why do we need a vaccine?
Because it was never the scary thing about this, and this is their point. I don't agree with it, but the scary thing about this was it spreads with people. You don't have to be sick and you could spread it, but that's not even true anymore.
Mr. Cat's here
Oh.
again. That's not, you know, and then if you go into top medical science, it's vaccines are obsolete. It's every person is different.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Did he finally come, this motherfucker?
Uh-oh.
There
he
he
is,
is.
Mr. Cat.
Dude, modern science and technology and all that shit study at MIT and all these fucking
Bro, it's
fancy
crazy,
schools.
man.
Every single person, you don't blanket mass diagnose a population. You study each person. Oh, you need this. Oh, you're different. You need this. You need. Obviously, I'm not a fucking doctor nor science, but that is what's being studied at modern
Yeah.
day fucking medical schools and shit.
They should. I think it's political. The reason why it's being politicized, and it's not just, remember H1N1, that they had a vaccine for that. You could take it, or if you didn't want to, you didn't have to.
Yeah, what
That's
happened to
what
being
this
free?
is.
You take it.
That's what it
If you
should
want
be.
to take it, take it.
Yeah. If you don't, that's
If
okay.
you want me to take it, I'm
But there's
getting a
no
snub
way.
nose revolver.
But there's no way they can actually make us get any vaccine. I think that's, for the most part, talk, and people are just sounding the alarms. But I doubt that when they do have a vaccine, they will pass a law. I don't think that they will make us do it.
You
I
don't
mean, that
think?
I don't.
I
think.
mean,
I don't think that. We just haven't seen anything. That would be the next phase. Maybe I'm wrong, and then that's the next phase of, oh, we're sliding right on into fascism and or whatever it is. You know, like.
did you know V for Vendetta is based on a true story?
Yeah, I feel like that's just facts. It's just facts. Yeah, I'm watching that going, that's just facts, right?
I've been tweeting shit like that. Like, you know, The Watchmen is based on a true story. Do you know the beginning scenes of The Watchmen HBO in Tulsa, Oklahoma, where they bombed Black Wall Street? Did you
It's
know?
based on it.
I didn't know.
You didn't know that?
No, I googled that shit.
Wow. Yeah.
Oh my
So that's
god!
yeah. So
that
I mean,
happened. Everybody,
It
that
did.
happened.
And it's such a good show. Like, I was so happy that Watchmen was as black as it was, but was just a solid show. It wasn't too black. I'm not gonna name any shows on Netflix that's called Black as Fuck. I'm not gonna talk about Black as Fuck. That show is coonery to a whole nother level. And let me tell you why. Have you seen Black as Fuck? Have you seen it?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
It's this show, and it's done by. So do you know Blackish?
Yes.
So it's done by the same guy. I don't have a problem with Blackish, although
Anthony Anderson.
Anthony Anderson,
He's
ABC.
so funny,
I don't
dude.
have a problem with Blackish.
He is so funny. I love that.
He's
man.
great in the show. It's a hilarious show, and it's a solid show. But then he proceeded to remake that show 4 different times. Now he's got Grownish, and then Kiddish or Adult
Brownish.
whatever. Grown, you know what I mean? And it's like Brownish. That's coming. Black as Fuck. He keeps centering shows around black identity, but it's the black identity of an elite person. Now, he might have worked his way up from the hood, so that's an interesting story. But the idea that I want to watch a show about a black guy with a Ferrari who's being judged by his other rich friends. This is class. I'm not even in your class. I don't give a fuck that you're black. And also, it's a bad show. Like, if it was a great show, maybe I could forgive the...
If it made me laugh, I forgive it.
That's really, I think, my core problem is it wasn't funny enough to make me distract me.
This guy keeps me grounded. I'll be down some YouTube rabbit holes watching Out of Shadows. And
I watch it out of shot.
and then all of a sudden, Mr. Cat will lick my face like, "Oh, you saved my life, bro. You
Yeah.
saved my life."
Yeah, Mr. K. It's a good ground. He's your, you see Inception? He's your spinning top.
Yeah.
Mr.
What's that
Cat.
called again?
Ah, fuck, I forgot.
Trinket?
Yeah, I forgot.
Gabadabansh? What?
Totem?
Yeah, totem.
Yeah,
Totem. Thanks, buddy. I said gabadabash.
That was close. That was a
same
good
thing.
attempt. Gabada
Oh, hi,
Bash.
Mr. Cat. Oh, yeah? Oh, look at this guy. Oh, yeah, get yourself an animal. That's it. This is love.
That's for real. A lot of people have getting animals. That's a great thing for depression. It's a great thing for anxiety.
Yep. And CBD.
And mushrooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if there's anybody, I think that is a good. Our buddy, Hassan, he just did DMT for the first time.
That came out after I got sober. I regret that. I would have abused that.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
It was great. We talked about it on our podcast. Oh, which you should be. You gotta come, man. It's 2 dope beards.
Nice.
Yeah, we just started it because
Nice.
it's like a real beard.
I had a son on my podcast, and that was the one time we broke the top 200,
Oh yeah.
and we were there for like that's not that hard to do if you release it at a time when Rogan and Theo and Delia's aren't released. You know, you do creep up there, but we held it for like 2 or 3 days, and that made me so happy.
Yeah.
And then we never got it again.
Until now.
Until now. Two dope beards.
Yeah. But is that DMT? I plan on doing it. You know, it seems like
I might. I don't know. I'm almost 7 years sober, bro. I'm superstitious. I don't want to rock the boat. You know, my life got progressively better and better and better.
Yeah.
And I am an addict, and I do love drugs.
So you might want to hold off.
No. C is for cookie. That's good enough for me. DMT, huh? DMT.
Well, you know, I heard Joe Rogan talk about it so much. I was like, fine, I'll fucking do it one day.
We've been rolling. We've been talking about some crazy shit. Now, is there anything else you want to talk about?
I think we covered a lot.
We covered a lot.
Chemtrails.
I'll include this article, Chemtrails, vaccinations.
Oh, you got to talk to Rob Schneider. Have you talked to Rob?
About vaccinations?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you got to talk to him.
All I know is they paralyzed my buddy. I know that a lot of people have allergic reactions to them.
You know about infant baby death syndrome, where babies all just die.
Yeah.
For no reason. So, there's a study and a group of people who believe that there's a correlation between babies dying and the amount of vaccinations that baby received. Just if you look at
dude,
the
they get
babies
50
that died.
shots before they were 2 years old or something. Like,
so, but it's interesting that they call it the definition of infant death syndrome is babies die for an unknown reason. So it's just interesting. Well, there might be a reason.
Yeah.
You might want to look into why these babies are just all of a sudden dying. Because most babies don't die doesn't mean that, you know, they just didn't die, I think, because they just got through it. But some of them might. I mean, if it happened to your cousin, we should be able to look at the data. But that's a weird area where people don't like science. They love science when it comes to global warming, but then they hate it when it comes to vaccines. It's like, let's just look at what the data is.
do you follow any Nation of Islam people?
I keep up to date, but I don't follow anybody.
How am I more black than you? No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Anyways,
I don't
the
know.
Nation of Islam, they speak up against vaccines and how the CDC or whoever, the WHO organization, has doctored over 10,000 files, and because they can't hide it, they conducted their own study saying vaccinations are safe, and the overwhelming evidence showed that they are not safe, and then they try to bury it. And there's too much data and information for them to bury. And this was brought to my attention by the Nation of Islam and Farrakhan. And
Shout out to Farrakhan.
And that nobody talks about that either.
Yeah.
There's this one fool. He's real dope. You should follow him. Tupac. Gotta like that. See, Instagram be listening. Nation
they've been listening. They've been
Islam, and then Tupac's first thing.
Man, I remember in like 2008, I had a conversation about Doritos, and my phone popped up. Would you like Doritos? That was in 08.
I know, dude. It's great. They always get me with flannels. They pop up, and I'm like, God damn it, I love flannels.
Your phone is constantly gathering information about you every time you look at it.
Rizza Islam. This fool's dope as fuck.
Rizza, I think I do know. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, follow him. He's constantly
brother
protesting,
yeah,
grow your own food.
That's what you got to do. That's what you got to like. But that's why groups like that are radical, because if you give people the information they need to remove themselves from a system, that's when you become radical, because they need as many people blindly following the system. They need you to blindly buy baby powder that gives you cancer.
It's crazy.
They don't want you to even question, and then
make a vaccine to heal you.
I say, what the fuck?
You gave baby wee wee's cancer, and now you want to inject me? Mm-hmm. Get the fuck out of here.
Tony Baker.
Yeah, I love Tony Baker.
Great video of him. It's a voiceover of a guy it's like a kung fu fighting, and somebody's got a sword and a guy dodging it, but Tony is just doing the voiceover, and he's like, "This is me when the government tries to give me a vaccine."
Oh yeah.
And he's just dodging like, no. It's so funny. But
The Simpsons don't miss. I just saw a video of the Dr. Hubert, whatever, trying to give Bart a vaccine, and Bart's like, no, and he dodges him. Finally, they put on a mask, and then they get that fool and they stick him.
The Simpsons, man. But
Simpsons,
see, they've been telling us. They've been fucking. I feel like The Simpsons.
It's from another dimension, man.
It was created by the CIA to fuck with us, like for real.
Probably. There's too many things that
Yeah.
get on point. You're just like, what? It's crazy. Okay, I feel like we talked about enough crazy shit to where we gotta come full circle. I gotta be on brand. Anyways, follow. I'll link up everything. Follow Rizza Islam, and if you're too white, I get it. I get it. But I'll also include links to that vaccination article that if you trace the history of the Spanish flu after World War I, it started in America at a fort in America. And it's insane. Anyways,
flu.
The Texas flu. Yeah. Spanish flu sounds a lot better than
It
the
does.
Kansas flu.
The Kansas, yeah.
Be like, yeah,
The
let's go.
Oklahoma flu. No.
I'll text you the link. It'll be on the YouTube for you to read and look into information and form your own opinion, because what I'm saying and what he's been saying is just facts. It's just evidence. It's just what does this shit say? It's like, I don't want to blindly follow anybody. Anyways, arm up, grow your own food. Now on that note, we gotta get a poo-poo story, man. When's the last time you shit your pants in a real dirty, nasty way? You're on a hot date. It's your wedding night. You spray the wall. It's something real embarrassing,
Man, it had to have been like when I was a kid, really young.
This guy. You're gonna give me all these facts. You don't poop your pants. I don't trust you anymore, man.
Well, it's no. I'm being honest. It's an integral. Like I wake up in the morning and I always make sure I am within at least 30 yards of a bathroom that I can use. Like it's something that from an early age I've just been aware. And it's like if I'm not saying sometimes it hasn't snuck up on me, but I've always managed.
Never had a little turd fall out your pants and leave a skid mark on the back of your calf?
When I was like 8.
Okay, well tell me one of those then.
Yeah. Well, it didn't even skid my pants. It was like no pants. We were in the pool and I had to poop, and all of a sudden I got out and ran, and then my shorts fell off because of the water, so I'm running naked. And then I'm going, and in my mind I got enough time. And then I'm running, and then a couple seconds, I look back, and I was like, "Oh, there's a poop back there," and I realized, "Oh, I already pooped."
Nice.
Like it
At least your
happened.
shorts fell off. You don't have to clean up.
No, yeah.
You
so
just
it
go
was
right back in the pool.
Yeah, I hopped right back in.
That
It was
is
biodegradable. It went right in the grass.
That is the cleanest poop your pants story I have ever heard in my life. Talk about circle of life, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That fool just let me fertilize my front lawn real quick.
Yeah, I'm a environmentalist. I got a green thumb. Trade. Yeah, that's what they call me.
Nice. I love the garden. I got plants everywhere. I need to water those plants. Speaking of, well, anyways, man, I love you. We've known each other a hot minute. I remember driving to San Diego with you, doing Madhouse of old, not the new one.
Yeah, the original one, man, the OG. You're one of the true OGs.
Yeah,
a lot of people started coming down when they moved, and even after when the shows got really good, but you would come down. I think right before.
Oh yeah, I would be there on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
the headline 2 years in. Because I had 5,000 followers or whatever.
Shout out to the Madhouse.
Shout out to Madhouse for all the work for us young grinding comics, but also pay a little more and treat us better.
No, that'd be too much. You're asking too much.
They're getting by. Once I saw him in the kitchen and behind the bar serving drinks and cooking chicken, I was like, oh, you're not. I get the pay now. I get the pay.
Yeah, he's
just trying to survive.
Corners, man. Yeah.
And I remember driving to San Diego, and Bobby Lee asked me to open for him, and I couldn't because I believe I was opening for Dalia, and then we said, I was like, remember
Oh,
that?
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
Said, I said,
Yeah.
how about Trey Stewart? And they're like, I
Yep.
don't know who he is. He's not funny. No, I didn't, they didn't say that. But remember, we text a picture
Yeah.
of you like this.
Yeah, that was great.
And then
that
they
was
gave you work.
They gave me work. Yeah, that was how I started. so
I-
I started going out with Bobby Lee.
Nice. I love that shit. That's how I got in. And then that's
Oh,
it. That's
somebody
it.
who did it for you?
No, I meant just with Dalia. Like that, it takes that
Oh,
sometimes.
right, yeah.
It was Lenoci.
Got it.
Did
Got it.
me for Dalia as I did for Bobby. But Bobby, he'd seen me standing on the patio 8,000 times. He goes, "You're opening for me in Irvine." I was like, "Really?" And then that's how it happened.
Bobby's such a great guy, and he loves comedy.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
love the comics.
Yeah.
I love that. That's what it's
He's a
about.
crazy guy,
Like
but he's so
Lenoci
good.
got me in with Dalia. I helped you with Bobby. Bobby got me in with Bobby. That's what Rogan builds comics.
Yeah.
It's not that any of us are fucking. I'm not. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not. It's
Yeah.
just like
It is a community.
It's a community. Lift each other up.
That's what I get more. I do get the sense of community. I get the sense of, I'm like, when I see you out there, I'm not like, man, fuck this guy. This should be me. I don't understand.
I never understood that. I
Yeah,
never,
mindset.
unless they're not funny.
Yeah. Oh my
then
god.
you're just like, but he's not
Right.
funny.
Exactly. Well, that's where
Of
it's
course,
coming
I'll
from.
build anybody up who's funny. He's funny. It's done.
Yeah,
It's
when I
done. That's
see it-
all it is. That's
see-
the only.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, but and so it's nice to see Rogan and Bobby and people at that level. Not all of them give a fuck.
No, they don't.
Not
and
all
it's
of them
fucked.
give a fuck,
It's not
yeah.
fucked up. It's just.
It is kind of fucked up.
It is fucked up.
It's kind of because they all were in our position.
Yeah, and it's also like they get to such a position of power where they could lift a finger
And it would
and help you. I'm not
change
even
everything.
exaggerating.
It would change everything.
A finger, a tag, a tweet could change your
Life. Yeah,
life,
everything.
your life,
It's so stupid.
your career, and it does happen, and it is awesome, and I really don't understand why it doesn't happen more often.
I don't know, man, but you can tell that Rogan camp.
Oh
really
yeah,
cares. Like Brendan Schwab is another guy.
Yeah.
Just that
they
whole
help build
Yeah.
comics. They
Mhm.
they bring
They
them
took
on their
Derek
show.
out
They
and
tag
Hassan.
them. They pay them. They feed them. It's just Brendan Shaw, Brian Callen, Dalia
Chappelle,
help me.
yeah.
They help. They help all of us.
It's
the
great.
best.
It's good to
Rogan
see
has
that.
made millionaires.
Yeah, he has.
He's helped. I mean, they're all their own men. I'm not trying to say any of that. You know what I'm trying to say. But he helped. I
He
mean,
gave him the spotlight.
Bert Kreischer,
Yeah.
Tom Segura,
Right.
all these people that go on the show. Theo Vaughn.
He created. Yeah.
I
don't know if he created
Not
Theo
created.
Vaughn.
You know what I mean? He just shined a light on an already talented individual. That's,
And
all
that's
it
it.
is.
And that's all you-
like. It's like Rogan didn't build them.
Mm-hmm. But so many people won't
Lenoci
even
didn't build
do
me.
that.
He just shined a light. Like, hey, Dalia, fuck with this fool. He's funny. Same thing. Bobby Lee, he's funny as fuck. Fuck.
And that's where
That's
most
it.
of my work has come from. That's where most of
It's all friends.
everything.
Word
it's
of
all
mouth.
people. Mhm.
It is. It's never Hollywood. They
No.
wouldn't have me on Black as Fuck.
No, you're blacker than me. They would have you.
No. I'm brown. I'm half brown. I don't even know what I'm trying. I'm brown on the inside.
Brown on the inside.
Anyways, you know what it is. I love peace and love as always. Nothing but good vibes. Garden, arm up, grow your own food. Don't get vaccinated unless you want to. That is your choice. I love you all.
You got an ad.
Oh,
read?
we'll do it when he's gone. I don't
Okay.
want to make him stay for ad reads. And I'm starting to sweat. I need the AC.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it, man. Community Service Podcast. Trey Stewart right here. Funny as fuck. Check him
Oh,
out.
thank you.
I
Thank
love
you.
this fool. And
too, brother.
yeah, that's it. Peace. Thank you, Sticker Supreme, for making my stickers and fucking dope. I'm gonna work on getting those designs on the hoodies and t-shirts. Oh, and then how could I forget? So a project that I've been working on. This is still on the ad read, but this comedy showcase app is finally coming out. I've talked about it briefly before. I believe the launch date is June 22nd, and that is a app that highlights up and coming comedians and pays them. It pays them. It's a subscription based app where you pay monthly like Netflix. It's $2.99 a month and you get stand up, 100% stand up. all the dope up and coming comics, and they get 1/3 of subscription money. So, yeah, profit sharing. They pay the fucking comics. They get a profile that links to their Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc. No likes, no thumbs up, no thumbs down, no comments, no internet trolls. So if you're an internet troll, you can go fuck yourself. You're not allowed. Isn't that nice? Just, if you don't like it, don't watch it. It's that simple, guys. You don't need to spew hate. Why? Anyways, it's win-win-win. My buddy Mark Acombe from Dodgeball started it. He brought me on the project to be the liaison to speak to comics and get them to send in footage because he doesn't know comics. And comics out there are kind of fucking shit-faced assholes, buttheads. I'm literally saying, hey, you know, you got some footage lying around, put it on this app. You can make some money. You own the rights to it. They own everything about it. And they just look at me like I'm a snake oil salesman. And I'm like, I'm literally trying to help you, man. Okay, anyways, that's a whole nother story. I made a lot of phone calls. And a lot of them were combative. And I'm like, I'm trying to make money, bro. But comics, I understand, we're so used to being fucked. That's why this app is revolutionary in the sense that it doesn't fuck the artist. You get a piece of the pie. No strings attached, no funny business. You own your material on the app. If you want it taken off, it's taken off. You want it up, it's up. There's not, my buddy's he's not corporate conglomerate. He's a dodgeball guy. He's a nice guy. He's also an artist and a writer, so he gets it. He's also treated like shit. Anyhow, Comedy Showcase app is coming out real goddamn soon. If you want stand-up, you want to check out, you want to laugh in this fucking crazy time. I know my podcast is getting gnarly, but it's like, I don't know what else to talk about. My eyes are open, you know? It's like, look at the world. It's chaos. Anyways, you want to check out of the chaos and listen to some fart jokes? Comedy Showcase app, and it's 2 weeks free. I don't know, it's 2 weeks or a month free, and then they charge you, and it's only $2.99 a month, $3, and it pays artists. It pays the fucking artist. Can you imagine if this blows up? Rogan talks about it. We get 1 million subscribers. I mean, $1 million, because it's 1/3, so 1 million subscribers equals $1 million goes to the comics, goes to the comedians. That I guarantee you, every single comic on this app, about 98.9% of them are broke and struggling. Anyways, it's not a charity. They're funny. They earned it. Comedy Showcase app. Peace. I love you all. Thank you. Go get some guns.